Okay, good evening, everybody. And in these trying times, we are forced to stay in our comfort zone. We're afraid to try different things and to live out our best lives. And I think it's such a shame, right, that we've been stuck in our houses for a year. But in this episode, we're going to encourage you guys to get out there and not be scared to explore and to conquer the world. And even in our COVID situation, there are still ways to do these different things. And we're going to find out tonight how one of our guests has done that. Guys, my name is JP Tuason, the founder and CEO of Tuason Racing. And you guys are here watching Riding Shotgun Conversations Season 2. And tonight's guest represents beauty, brains, and brawn. She is an actress, a performer, a beauty queen, and a member of the Philippine Marine Corps. Oh my gosh, make sure that you don't mess with her. And she loves to try new things and explore her capabilities. And now she's in motor racing. Let's all welcome Miss WinWyn Marquez. WinWyn, come on in. Woohoo!
Hi.
There we go. Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Gloomy weather, but I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for inviting
Don't worry.
me.
The rain doesn't stop us from racing. We would race in this weather as well. So get ready. In September, it may be raining. So
much more exciting, I guess. I think it's going to be more exciting if it does.
It will be. Yeah. For sure. Okay, so here we are. A lot of our guests, right, a lot of our viewers are probably wondering what you're doing here on the show because they're race enthusiasts, and it's your first time to go racing. So let's talk about how you got from what you've been doing to the motorsports experience.
My gosh, so medyo malayo from pageants to acting, and then now I tried racing, but I was really into adrenaline. I was an adrenaline junkie. So I joined the Marine Corps. I do rock climbing. I do wakeboarding. So
wakeboarding, awesome.
I do wakeboarding. Woo. So when I was younger, I think I mentioned this when we were talking kanina. Like we were just talking about life and all. My brothers were into racing. They were competing. And I was just on the side. I was a cheerleader. But on top of my head, I wanted to compete against them. Like I wanted to try. But I didn't have the guts to actually join in training or be part of it. So when Toyota reached out and said if I wanted to be part of the Vios Cup, I said yes. Like it didn't take me 10 seconds to think. I just said yes agad. And then
that's awesome.
Now I'm here. Yeah, now I'm here. Now I tried it. It's very nerve-wracking actually. I mean, I did the autocross and I didn't expect it to be that way. So I'm excited for the next leg and actually be more competitive now. I got na intimidate ata ako sa ibang mga riders.
Okay. So some of those people have actually driven before. They have a little bit of experience, not a lot of experience. Some of them are real race car drivers, but a lot of them have actually driven the autocross in the past. So my question to you to get started is, do you have any experience whatsoever in terms of motorsports aside from watching the brothers?
Zero.
Wow.
I know, right? Zero.
That's crazy.
Zero. But it's nice that Toyota is actually open with like people like me who are really not race car drivers or haven't had any experience. It's nice na parang I can tell everyone and other people that they should try it because it's a different experience. I mean, if I can do it, I'm sure others can do it as well.
That's awesome. Okay, so walk us through how that race weekend went for you. I think we've got some photos here as well.
I was visualizing myself that I was a real race car driver.
You had the race suit, you had the race car, you had the helmet. Diba? You were the real deal.
I know. I wanted to believe that I was really good and that I could win. I mean, I was really positive and I was there. But since it was my first time, I was a little bit careful with how I drove. So I didn't wanna, because we cannot what do you call it? It's the cones, diba? Hindi namin siya pwedeng
Yeah.
tamaan, hindi siya pwedeng
Yeah.
malaglag since it's an
Yeah.
obstacle course. So I was really such a safe driver, which is wrong. I mean, I was
Not
really
necessarily
not
wrong.
necessarily wrong, but I mean, don't get me wrong, but I was really safe. So
Okay.
the practice race, I think I was like in 50 plus seconds. That was so
Okay,
slow.
right.
And then
Okay.
I figured na parang no, this is I have to be a little bit competitive. So nagulat ako nung race day na parang nasa 38 na lang. So parang sabi ko, oh my gosh, I can do it pala. I shouldn't be scared. Because,
Right.
yeah, I shouldn't be scared. Meron namang limitations na parang you can actually compete properly. Huwag kang matakot kasi safe naman talaga siya. So,
Yeah.
doon.
Okay. So what part of the race weekend did you find the most difficult? What was hard about doing the race?
Me doing the race itself, siguro the practice day. Kasi nga, I saw people doing so well. Because
Okay.
they've had experience. So, medyo na-intimidate ako sa kanila. So,
Okay.
driving the car itself was really hard for me because, yun na nga, I was thinking that I have to be safe. Dapat wala akong mabangga. Dapat ganito. Like, I was overthinking. I wasn't having fun na nung practice day pa lang. Na parang, oh my gosh, I cannot, I don't want to kill anyone, or I was overthinking, which is bad, which is
Yeah.
wrong. Kasi
Okay.
everyone there, no one was telling me na it's really safe.
Okay. So overthinking it, I agree.
Yeah.
I think the first thing in motorsports is you have to enjoy what you're doing, right? You have to
Exactly.
enjoy it.
Yes. Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go super fast, because if you're
Mhm.
driving over your limit, then it's scary, right? So it shouldn't be
Yeah.
scary, it should be fun. That would be my first tip for you. Always make sure that you're enjoying, right? The second tip that I would have for you, if you are driving the autocross, and this is going to be important going into the next leg, because every leg,
Okay. Okay.
the course is going to be more complicated. So every time you go there, so we started with a very, very simple course just to make sure that everybody could finish it, right? But what's going to happen is coming into the next leg, the course becomes more complicated and much longer as well. So the course will probably be about 50% longer. It will have
Okay.
different types of obstacles as well. So the last time you went there, there was like a U-turn, right? So
U-turn,
probably, without giving away too much, probably we're now going to integrate something called a 360. So you have to make a circle and then come back out.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay.
Yeah. So what's my tip number 2 for you? Tip number 2 is to study the course, right? So like, for example, I think there was an opportunity for you guys to drive the course slowly, right?
Yeah.
Before you got to actually practice. So what I'm going to give you as a tip is, next time when they're actually building the course, they're starting to lay out the pylons, even before you get to start doing the practice session, go out to the course and then walk it. So the instructors will be there, and then our staff that actually builds the course will be out there as well. You just ask them, "Oh, so paano to?" And then they'll tell you, and then you can walk the course. So you can physically sort of imagine how you would drive it before even driving it, right? So you walk the course, and we do that all the time, whether we're driving go-karts or racing real cars or doing an autocross. So that would be another one, right? Learn the course, walk the course, so you can easily more visualize it before you even do your first run. And I think the final tip that I would have for you is try to look far down the course. And if you saw people running over cones during the practice sessions, it's because what happens is most people kind of just look at what's in front of the hood of the car, instead of looking kind of down the course through where they want the car to go. And when you look too close, parang everything moves so quickly, right?
That's true.
And then you end up running over the cones because you end up looking at them. So instead of looking at the cones, I would recommend you kind of look down the course and try to visualize where do you want the car to go before you even do that. And what that's called is eye and hand coordination. So if you
I,
visualize that you're going to be turning left, right, your hands actually start to prepare to turn left, and that could actually help you quite a bit in the next autocross.
okay, I'm in an
So there you
advantage
go.
now. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so
Yay.
so I've given you a couple of tips. Now I want to know more information about you from the weekend. Who was your biggest competitor? You're saying that these guys were intimidating you sa practice pa lang. Sa
No,
influencers, who was your biggest, you're thinking, man, this person, ito yung gusto kong talunin. Ito
my
yung
gosh.
peg ko.
Siguro kung I go big na si Jules kasi so good.
He is, yeah.
He is,
He raced in 2019 as well.
yeah.
So he
Every
has a
time
bit of
we
an
watch
advantage.
him, every time we
Yeah.
watch him, parang sabi ko, oh my God, sana ganyan ako. I'll be that way. Gagayahin ko siya, ano bang ginagawa niya? And then I ask him, what do I do in this turn? O kaya, what do I do? And he's very, very humble and he helps everyone naman talaga. Pero syempre,
Nice.
he's the person to beat, of course. Diba?
That's right.
Jules
That's right. He was
talaga.
quick.
Oo.
He was quick.
He's really quick.
Yeah.
So, ang galing niya, ang galing niya. Sana, I mean, wala namang masama if I want to beat him.
Definitely, right? You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta have somebody to aim for, and I think he's
I
a good
know.
peg because
Yeah.
we got to hang out a bit, we got to chat, and I definitely think that he will be a strong contender this year.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's still a long season. There's still 2 more legs to go, and like I said, with enough practice, you could actually get there. Now,
I hope so, yeah.
now I know that you have access to a racing simulator. If you have a chance to get onto that, you probably should.
My brother,
I know.
Vito,
That's right.
I was actually just there. I think when you delivered it the day after, I was there. I went there and tried his simulator. And he was trying to teach me this stuff. It was hard, but I really had fun. I didn't want to leave his room. It's like I wanted to tell him, just leave. Just go to my place and then I'll stay here.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Let us know the next time you're there. I'll have my instructor ring you guys up and give you some lessons on the simulator.
Wow. Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I will tell him that. I'll stay in his room. I'll stay in his place. Muna. Ako muna. Yung kasama niya.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the VS Cup. I've just got a couple more questions before we
Go.
wrap up. Number one is what was the most memorable part of that weekend for you?
Me actually just watching the race live.
Okay.
It was a first for me watching that and then meeting all the drivers because we've been in quarantine for what more than a year, and it's the first time we actually got into something that yung adrenaline rush bumalik, and I'm that kind of person. So when I was just there watching it, ang saya-saya ko. Like finally, I'm out here doing something different, seeing these people drive, or they're so good, learning from them how I can do this. So I think that's the most memorable part, is being a part of something that made me feel alive. Alive again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean,
I totally hear you because we've been stuck at home as well, and
exactly.
2 weekends ago, being at the VS Cup was kind of surreal, right? Because we haven't been to the track in so long as well. And try to imagine, we actually had to go and physically test everybody that you saw at the track. So we actually tested almost 600 people there to make it safe for everybody. Right, so we made sure that nobody brought any COVID with them into the racetrack.
Yeah,
so it was amazing.
That was amazing because I was there. I wasn't scared because I know everyone was tested. Everyone was safe.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation. I always say that when I'm happy. It's a win-win situation when I was there.
Nice. And then we took the effort, right? I don't know if you noticed that every time people got out of the cars, we wiped everything down and made sure that everything was sanitized, right? So that was kind of cool. So I hope you guys.
I loved it.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, next question for you. Is this something that you would consider as a possible hobby or career, maybe?
Oh
Motorsports.
yeah. Oh yeah, I loved every minute of it, every second of it. I really would want to learn more. Like I'm
Okay.
like I started, I started using my brother's simulator. I tell him that I'll use it first. I watch yung mga racing documentaries. Nandun na ako sa part na yun na parang I'm so into it that I wanna really try it. So
Nice.
hopefully, if there's like what you said, if there's a school open, I would love to try it. Even if it's an esports thing, I would also love
Yeah.
to do that.
Awesome. I'm gonna keep that in mind, and I will let you know when we have
Yes,
something.
please.
All right. Last question for you before we start to wrap it up.
Okay.
Advice for those that are on the fence. Those enthusiasts out there that are on the fence about getting involved in motorsports. Tell them how it went for you.
Siguro what I can tell them is don't get intimidated by the sport. I mean, a lot of people, nauna kasi yung fear nila because, they think it's not safe. They think they can't, do it. Walang place na pwede nilang gawin yon. And like me, I'm not really a race car driver. I don't have any experience, but I can do it. So I'm sure they can do it as well. Wag lang silang matakot and wag mauna yung fear nila na hindi nila magagawa.
Yon. So you guys heard it from WinWyn Marquez. Do you have any projects that you want to invite people to check out, or do you want to thank sponsors? Anything you've got?
Toyota, of course, I want to thank Toyota for giving me this chance and being part of it. The Vios Cup. I love that they're sharing this with people like me and other people who, again, I want to stress that out. Even if you don't have experience, if you're willing to try something new, I think this is a really good sport to try. So I would like to thank Toyota for opening this to us and to people out there that are scared to try it. And if I could promote, like you said, syempre, I have a new movie coming out soon. It's called Nelia, so I hope they could wait for that. And of course, my YouTube, every Saturday I drop videos every Saturday on my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys can support that too.
Okay, great. How do they follow you? Follow you or watch you on YouTube? Do you have like a channel name or handle?
They could just type WinWyn Marquez and see the Win-Win Situation YouTube channels. It's so easy to find. Yeah, so just follow me on my social media platforms. Just write Win Marquez and you'll see all the links there. And I hope you guys can support that.
All right, so please do follow us on our social media accounts at Tuason Racing and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Tuason Racing TV. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can see our latest videos. So tune in every 8 o'clock on Wednesdays for Riding Shotgun Conversations Season 2. And if you have any topics or guests that you'd like us to cover, put it in the messages down below. This has been JP Tuason, and I'll see you guys at the next episode. Peace.